وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. قال الإمام رحمه الله: باب الناخلة من الدعاء. This is the third sub-chapter of the chapters of dua from Imam al-Bukhari's Al-Adab al-Mufrad. And the title of this chapter is the chapter of the pure du'as. And nakhila refers to something that is mankhul, something that is pure. It's referred to things that a person eats, raw things like honey and those things that are not mixed with anything else, they're not contaminated, they're pure. عن عبد الرحمن بن يزيد قال: كان الربيع يأتي علقمة يوم الجمعة فإذا لم أكن ثمة أرسلوا إلي فجاء مرة ولست ثمة فلقيني علقمة وقال لي: ألم تر ما جاء به الربيع. Abdul Rahman ibn Yazid says that Rabi' would visit Alqama on the day of Jumu'ah. So Alqama is actually one of the most senior students of Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiallahu anh. So this is in Kufa. Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiallahu anh was from the few companions who settled in Kufa. And they would have their regular durus and they would teach the people there. And Abdullah bin Mas'ud and Ali radiallahu anhuma, the two of them were considered the muftis of Kufa. They were the most senior scholars there. Abdullah bin Mas'ud's student was Alqama. Alqama's student, there's two mentioned here, Rabi' and Abdul Rahman bin Yazid. So Abdul Rahman says that Rabi' would go to the majlis of Alqama on the day of Jumu'ah. He had a dars perhaps before Jumu'ah, maybe after Jumu'ah he had a dars there. And so he'd go to his dars, his lecture there. And if I was not there, then he would send for me, meaning he would ask about me. And so one time I wasn't there, I missed the lecture, I missed the dars. And so Alqama, meaning his teacher, met him. And he said, أَلَمْ تَرَ مَا جَاءَ بِهِ الرَّبِيعِ. Do you not know what Rabi' came to tell you? Meaning Rabi', if his partner missed the lecture, he'd go and tell him what we learned that day. So your friend, your partner, your buddy, they miss, and then you're supposed to go and tell them that this is what we learned today, or that this is what we talked about today. So قال ألم تر أكثر ما يدعو الناس وما أقل إجابتهم وذلك أن الله عز وجل لا يقبل إلا الناخلة من الدعاء. So he said, my teacher Alqama, he said to me, what Rabi' came to tell you was that, do you not see how many people make dua? How many people make dua? They're sitting there crying, they make dua. But Allah doesn't accept from everyone. Don't you ever think about that? Why is it that so many people are making dua? And the reason is because إن الله أن الله عز وجل لا يقبل إلا الناخلة من الدعاء. Because Allah only accepts du'as that are pure from the heart, without anything else mixed with it. قلت أوليس قد قال ذلك عبد الله. So I said to him, is this not what Abdullah said? We go back to the beginning. Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the grand teacher, Alqama's teacher. Isn't this what Abdullah narrated? He said, what did Abdullah say? When the teacher is now asking the student, what do you remember? So he said, I heard Abdullah bin Mas'ud say, لا يسمع الله من مسمع ولا مراء ولا لاعب إلا داع دعا يثبت من قلبه قال فذكر علقمة قال نعم. So he said, I heard from Abdullah bin Mas'ud that this thing that you're trying to tell me about the pure dua, he said, Allah does not accept the dua of three people. Three people, Allah doesn't accept their dua. Who are those three? لا يسمع الله من مسمع. Allah doesn't listen to the person who's trying to show off to others in their dua. So you're making dua out loud, you're sitting in the masjid, you're crying in the corner, but your purpose is that someone comes in and says, MashaAllah, this brother's so deep into dua. But that was not pure, it wasn't from your heart. You couldn't do it when you were alone. Allah doesn't accept this person's dua. وَلَا مُرَائٍ. And then in general, so the person who's trying to make sure others hear my dua, and sometimes we'll make dua purposely in front of people, and we'll say, oh, I made dua for this, we're telling people about our duas, right? There's no reason to tell them, your dua is between you and Allah. وَلَا مُرَائٍ. And the person who shows off, meaning he wants people to see his actions, his ibadah, everything is under that. وَلَا لَاعِبٍ. or a person who's joking around, they're playing around, meaning they're not serious in their dua. إِلَّا دَاعٍ دَعَا يَثْبُتُ مِنْ قَلْبِهِ, except for one who makes dua and it's pure and it's solid, it's firmly from the heart. And so the reason Imam al-Bukhari brings us here is that one of the things we have to work on in our dua is that our dua should be from our heart, should be pure, should not be mixed with any intention to show others, to talk about to others, any frivolity that's there. And in the famous hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, when he said that أُدْعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَنْتُمْ مُوقِنُونَ بِالْإِجَابَةِ, that make dua to Allah and have yaqeen, conviction that He'll accept your dua, then he also said, but Allah does not accept the dua of a ghafil person, of a person who's distracted, of a person who doesn't care to focus on Allah Azza wa Jal. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to make us people whose du'as are pure, are concentrated, they're sincere for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.